Alright, YouTube. So this video is basically on why I need the game and basically, I guess you could say the pros and cons of what I learned going without the game and going with the game. So let's start without. So basically what I learned during this journey without having the game is easier, somewhat easier for you to focus on what you gotta do because there's ain't nothing else for you to do. So it's like do what you gotta do or just be bored. So I say it's possible that you might get stuff more done because of the fact that you're just so bored, you're just willing to do anything at that point. Even stuff you usually wouldn't do, you just do it because you like shoes. Ain't nothing else to do. So it kind of took the fun out of life for me. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest things, really. You know what I'm saying? Which is, playing the game, getting drunk or whatever the fuck. So moral of the story, took that shit away and that shit was like, oh fuck, kind of bored out here now. So, but I mean, during that time frame, ended up getting a girlfriend and stuff like that. Made some improvements in the gym. Was going through a whole bunch of crazy life stuff. It's just ironic, but yeah. So that's basically summarized what happened when I had the game going. Just mainly super fucking bored. Life felt kind of bland. Kind of just felt like, what was I doing? Like I really felt the difference in my time because I spent so much time on the game and I burned so much time on it. So when I ain't have the game, it was just like, damn, what do I do with all this time now? So I had a lot more time on my hands, and it was either double down on the grind or just be bored, and I was just bored. So, what little story? What happened after that? Got the game back and stuff. And I actually need the game because not really for the game or stuff like that, but it's just like I got a couple people I'm used to talking to on the game. So, for better or worse, my very few friends are actually on the game, so I'm used to chatting it with them. I don't really mess with people in real life, unfortunately, because people are so shady and stuff. And with the game, I could control my friends. I could cut the game off, I ain't got to deal with them no more. Cut it off, I can deal with them. In real life, you got to like play stuff to a certain way because, it's real life consequences based off of actions. So, long story short, but I mean, also got real life benefits too. But long story short, yeah, basically. I need the game because like when it's time for me to watch like highlights, because I box now and stuff. So if I need to watch like highlights or something, or watch a video or something, or watch even a movie just for personal entertainment, I like to watch it on my TV. Watching stuff on my phone and laptop. When I was younger, I loved doing that. Like I watch any TV show on my phone or movie, and I would do the same thing on the laptop. I think that would be better. But now where I'm at, it got to be on the TV. If it's not on the TV, like I only handle business on my laptop, and my phone, I don't like really watching anything on my phone for real, unless it's little like Instagram reels or YouTube shorts. Other than that, anybody or YouTube videos, ain't anybody watching too much stuff. So basically, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna keep it around because for better or worse, it is basically my little happiness and little pastime burner. When I'm bored throughout the day and I just need to burn some time. So got to keep the game around until I reach the point in my life where I'm so much on the grind I ain't even got time for the game. So until I reach that point right now, I'm gonna keep playing the game until my life get filled up with a whole bunch of other stuff. I feel like just like with NoFap or anything like that, man, you gotta just build your life up in a way to where you naturally don't have to do it. You feel me? So, in other words, if you naturally getting women, you naturally don't have to NoFap. If you get into money or your lifestyle is increasing in multiple fun ways and you're just busy in life, you naturally ain't gonna have time to get on the game. Unless you're gonna stop everything you're doing and force more time for the game. And hopefully the game is bringing you that much benefits where you gotta do that. For me, nah. So long story short, that's basically an eggshell, the pros and cons of the video game in my opinion. So yep,